traders, it's Anthony here. If you're trading futures or thinking about trading futures, I hope this video offers you some insight as to how you can be consistently profitable just using a really simple strategy and two indicators. First of all, actually we took these trades yesterday. Let's just take these out. I'm going to show you how easy this can be. So all you're doing is looking for, well, we'll take it all out, the beginning of the Asia, London or New York session. Actually, go back to a 15-minute time frame. Yeah, so we can see the sessions. So you're just looking for the beginning of each session, and we'll come back to this. And you're following a trend. So let's just go to a 4-hour chart. See this. Okay, all we're looking for is the retrace. In fact, even these flat top here, it starts trending again, and we're looking for that. So all you have to do really is just determine the trend, lower highs, lower lows, or vice versa. That's it. That's the first thing. So once we've determined that, we just go down to a lower time frame, and we can start on a 30-minute. If you mark up the 4-hour swing like so, and here a bit closer to home, well, actually there, okay? So in here, we're looking for shorts, and I'm continuing to look for another opportunity to sell. I'm going to include, well, there's a couple of indicators. Look, I don't want to make this complicated. Let's just keep it really simple. We'll go down to a 15 or a 5-minute, maybe a 10-minute. Let's just have a look at a 10-minute chart. I was trading these on a 5-minute chart yesterday. All right, so you've marked up the higher time frame. So there's a high, a low, and then you've got this pullback. And I mean, we don't know how far this is going to pull back, but all we're looking for is this price rotation. That's it. Simple as that. 4-hour swing, high, low, pullback, and somewhere in here there's going to be some kind of rotation, bearish rotation. And we just want that set up. That's it. I mean, I'm really trading this on the 5-minute. I'm even going down to the 1-minute. And we introduce just a couple of indicators. I'm going to double click. The chart opens up. And when price pulls back, and the other thing that's important is the Forex session. So you want to look for these opportunities at the open of the session, into the open of the session. We know we're bearish. We can just start here. This is Asia. This is the Asian Open, the orange. We know we're looking for shorts. Okay, we're not looking to buy. Bring on this one here. And all I'm waiting for, I mean, we can start anywhere back down in here. Okay, this was a trade I took yesterday. In fact, this is my Trade-of-8 account. I can open that up. I opened this account yesterday, pretty much. Well, I started trading it yesterday, let's put it that way. Kicked off in the morning at the Asian session, messed around a little bit, but, and I'm going to suggest that you start with the smallest size possible, which is MNQ if you're trading, well, I'm trading NASDAQ. Start off with one contract size, MNQ. Okay, so we're looking at the micro NQ here. And a couple of trades I took, okay, I'm up $362. And I mean, as I said, this is a fresh account. This is a new account. I'm just taking it slow. Actually, I haven't traded Trade-of-8 through TradingView before. All right, so this is I was just experimenting with these couple of trades, and I'm pretty happy with how everything seems to work on TradingView, okay, trading futures. So all you need is this alert here, and the main thing is, given that we're only looking to sell short, you want to see green turn red. That's it. Green turn red. This was a trade this morning. I'm setting, actually I've got a few alerts here going off, but yeah, we've had a few alerts go off, but let me just close these and I'll show you the alerts we're looking for. It's a very simple strategy. In fact, I'll show you something. So I've just started this futures channel as of today, actually. Last night, okay, through the New York session. We've got Forex, crypto, and now I'm going to be focusing on futures. I used to trade futures full-time a long time ago. I used a program called book map. And that was my thing. And then I kind of jumped ship and got into Forex, mainly because a lot of people were looking for Forex signals. So I kind of made the move and just focused on Forex for a while. But, you know, I've always had a love of trading futures, mainly because, I mean, look, in my opinion, trading futures is so far superior. Tight spreads, I mean, maximum 2 ticks, but generally, you know, about a tick is going to be the spread, maybe 2, depending, you know, if you're trading NQ or ES. Okay, it's all under CME. Brokers can't mess around with different spreads and pricing and whatnot. Okay, the Forex markets are highly manipulated. They move this stuff around like you wouldn't believe. An entry on one broker won't be the same level as an entry on another broker, for example, and the spreads are wildly different. Okay, but with futures, everything is fixed across the board and the spreads are incredibly tight. So it's just a perfect environment for scalping. So anyway, I'm pleased to say that I've decided to get back into it, and I've opened up a $50,000 account through Trade-of-8, and yeah, happy days. So that's a bit of a journey for you. So here's what I'm posting in here. This was yesterday. Micro NASDAQ, okay, so the MNQ. And we were looking for this pullback, right? That was the first thing. And NQ, set a limit sell order. NQ, limit order filled, all right? And guys who are following me, we're all in this trade together. NQ, stop loss to break even. So then we all pulled our stop losses to break even. One big happy family. And then TP exit on this signal here. So all we're doing is just following these indicators and signals. And I'm spelling it out here so you can follow this exactly. And then what was this one? Another. Oh, yeah, I'm short NQ earlier this morning. So this was this trade that I'm going to show you now. See these signals? All right, we went off these signals here, right there, and I'm going to show that to you. To show you how easy this is. All right, so I'm short, stop loss to break even. All right, that was the next thing, so we gained a little bit of ground. Okay, so it's just so easy to follow, guys. Seriously, I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. Move stop loss to break even now. And then this one here, finally. Yeah, and I'm kicking myself a little bit because I had my target set and I wanted to move the target, given that my stop loss was at break even. I wanted to extend it right out. And we had a visitor and I closed it all down and went and talked to the person who had kind of rocked up and unfortunately missed the boat. Yeah, we've got these futures here in Discord as well. Telegram is the next level. So coming back to this, I actually entered on this. So we're looking for this crossover here, and especially after it leaves this area and then you get that crossover. Green crossover red, that was the alert. That's the first alert that goes off. That one right there. Well, these guys bring you into the chart, and then this one here, that's telling you to get serious. Now, we know that we're looking for that, right? So it's in a bearish trend. Okay, so we're looking for this rotation around here. We want that pullback. We want these green candles. When that fires right there, that one there, we get serious because at that point, we don't see any red candles yet. So what we do at that point is we come in and we set an alert off the trend bars, this indicator here, to give us the next red candle. That's one alert we can set. That's the trade. Okay, so we went short on that, stop above, and I had a very tight stop target, and I was about to extend it right out. It would have been, well, it would have doubled what I probably would have been a $500 or $600 gain, but that's okay. And I mean, look, all you need is what, $2 or $3 grand, whatever the prop firm, whatever your challenge is, to get through to funding. So that was very easily achieved with this trading minimum size, one contract on the micro NQ. So, once you, and I'm only just getting into this scalping 5, even on a 2 minute, 1 minute, I'm only just getting into this at the moment. So here it is on the 2 minute chart. They turn red and away we go. 5 minutes, probably a little bit less noisy, right? Yeah, and I mean, look, once you trade these, and look, see, here's the other pullback. We're always looking at that higher time frame pullback, and we're waiting for the rotation. And it's always going to be, these will kick in, and then you're looking for that red crossover green. And when red crosses over green, like back here, you set the next red signal, the red candle. So, right, you just get ready, because that's most likely going to turn red. And, that's the indicator there. It turns red here, and then you jump in. And, once you're building a bit of a buffer and you got a bit behind you, you can relax, short position, and then you can start to increase. Look, there it is there, red candle. So you start to increase your, you go to 2 contracts if you like, or 3, or you can bump up to, trading NQ with larger contracts sizes. Okay, so we're only looking for short, looking for sell opportunities, and ideally you want these lines here to be up higher, but that's okay. Very simple. There's only a couple of indicators here. Oh, and generally after the session. So we've got, see here, the London session. So what you're going to do is you're going to look to track the opening balance, the initial balance, I should say. So you're looking at 3 a.m. to 4. I've been talking about this for a long time. We've actually got an indicator that will give you that. So it's this custom range. So now we can start to get into the indicators. Custom range high, low, and then we set that to 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. for the London session, UTC -5. And that gives you this thing here. Now, you're ignoring any green. This is just a bullish breakout of the initial range. That's all that is, right? You're ignoring that because you're looking for the red signals. Well, some people would prefer to wait until it breaks the low of the initial this initial balance. So some of you might want to wait for that and then get in there. But, if you want to take the risk, everything's telling us that that's going to be a pretty good setup. So you can gain access to these guys. This here, sorry, this is the, what am I talking about? London, and then this white line is New York. So then actually I took that trade last night into New York. Absolutely. Yep, that was my trade. I woke up, it was midnight, and I thought, oh, yep, okay. It was halfway in. So New York, you're going to be looking for, it opens at 8, but you've got indices at, the equities kick off at 9:30. So I'm going to be tracking 9 till 10, New York, UTC -5, set your chart, UTC -5. And that, see, a lot of people would be waiting for the break of this and then continuation, the retest of the low of this opening range. I actually got in a lot earlier. I got in when this was starting to kick off. So there's the opening initial balance strategy if you want to go down that path. But, with these indicators and just looking at that, why not jump in a little early if it's setting up? And so, and this orange one is the Asia Open, and that's 19 to 20. All right, so that's that first hour. So you can see the first hour here. So this is a typical setup. You get this range through here. Okay, the bit of a balance area, and then you break out, and then there's your trade. But the breakout happened. See, our indicators are getting us in a little bit earlier. So there's the signal to get organized, and there's the first red candle, and it's up in here. So that gets you in, and it gives you a bit of an advantage, in my opinion. So custom range high, low. Go back and have a look and see, what all of this looks like. So we're only looking for shorts. So here's the London Open. See how easy this is, guys. Look. Okay, we're looking for these 4-hour pullbacks, and then there's the signals right there. There's your first red candle. This is a London session. Go short. All right, so so far so good, right? Let's just go back. Okay, we're only looking for shorts. Coming out of the session open, short position. There's the red crossover here. There's your first red candle. Stop above the previous high. And, I'm always going to be pulling my stop loss to break even very quickly. And I'm likely going to be looking to look, just close these. See, here's the thing, right? It's in a bearish trend, pull back, and it starts to move, but surprise, surprise, okay? Up it goes, right? So there's no harm in, go for 1R and lock it in. Or at least just pull your stop loss to break even. But you want a fairly quick. Look, this could be $300 right here. So just take your money and run. I'm always going to be looking for that early closure. Okay, so we've got another one. See this? Look, see, there's your thing. There's your red candle. Which one of these would you not want? Short position. This one's after New York. This is all through the New York session. We're only looking for shorts. That's the signal, and then the candle turned red. There's your trade. Look at that, not 2R. You're only looking for shorts. We're not looking for a buy. Okay, so there's another way that we can establish if this is bearish or not. So, now we can start to introduce more indicators if you want. But look, see here, look, there's a rotation here. And how do we get involved with that? There's a crossover there. You don't want a super tight stop. Oh, okay. You got to be waiting for after the session. This is New York Open. So look at the volatility around 9:30. Well, 9. Okay, there 9 a.m. to 9:30. 9 a.m. That kicked in a bit early, didn't it? And then over here, that's 9:30 here. You look at the spikes, and then it runs. So I'd probably prefer to get involved, after the 9:30 volatility. 9:30 to 10 a.m. would be an ideal time in New York. Short position, as it starts to make its move. Stop just above that high. Well, gosh, just depends on how you manage these things, right? But that's passing that's getting you into a funded account on your first day. So if you're looking for a quick transition, okay, always come back to the higher time frame. Let's just eyeball this and see what that looks like on the 4-hour chart. Okay, that was pretty messy through there. All right, and then you can keep an eye on these things on the 4H. So you're looking for a sell signal through here, and that might have been a little bit tricky. So let's just go back to where that eyeball is. See the 5-minute time frame, you could have got caught out. Whoops, wrong one, sorry. Just coming to this one. Where the eyeball is, so this is Asia. Trades up, we got it. See, it turned red there, so you could have got caught maybe on that one short position if you took after this red signal. All right, it's not always going to be peaches and cream. All right, that's a possibility, but if nothing happened and it was just range bound for so long, here's another thing. We've got another indicator that tells us when to exit as well. And if it trades right through the London session here, without giving you anything, and you finally come back down to break even, I would close that. But anyway, you may or may not have lost that one. Okay, that happens. And then we're looking for, any pullback and then the opportunity to short. Okay, that's a nice one right there. New York session after the equities. Look at that. There's your signal here. There's one back in here. You're looking for the next red candle. Okay, London, down it went. There's your signal there, but you're better off with the signals up high. But, look, we've only had one go against us so far. There's your signals. There's your short, right? There's only been one bad one. The rest have been really good. So, look at the volatility. This is what I'm talking about after New York, and then you get the equities kicks in, and there could be a data, a news event or whatever. You got to wait for that. But, there's another short there. And it just goes on and on, guys. So, this is an opportunity. It's available for you. You can try it for 7 days, 100% free, and let it work for you. And here's the thing: you can open a prop firm challenge. There's a whole bunch of them out there. $100 gives you maybe even a $50,000 account, depending on the prop firm. I think Lucid Trading could be worthwhile to look at, and maybe their Flex challenge. I think that one's pretty popular. Invest 100, and then you're controlling 50,000. They'll pay you 90%. So, once you reach a 10% gain, not a bad investment. Let's just have a look at that. Here it is. roughly $100 for a 50K account, say with Lucid Trading, for example. Now, if you've got $100 and you gain 10% on that, you're going to earn $10, right? Or invest $100 to purchase a 50K account with, say, Lucid Trading. After you've gained a 10% target, for example, there's a $4,500 payout. Okay, so it just makes a lot more sense. Very low risk. Anyway, guys, that's a bit of a thing. Okay, I'll be doing a lot of videos on this. Jump on board. Just head over to my website, anthonyfx.com, join VIP link, scroll down. Gold level is what you want. That'll give you the Telegram signals. There it is there. Forex, futures, crypto. And click here. You'll find some, if you click that link, it'll take you here. All right, so all you need to do then is just click Get Access over here on the right. Scroll down. I think we've got some reviews. So far, so good. Have a look at them. Yeah. And with that, I hope you have a great day. Safe trading. And I look forward to seeing you in VIP.